Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services, a premier institution for preparing for civil services in India. Today, I am here for a daily news and editorial analysis for 8th and 9th of February 2024. And this editorial analysis is going to be important for all three stages of UPSC, which are UPSC prelims, mains and interview process. And apart from UPSC exams, this editorial analysis is going to be important for all the government exams in India. So, without further delay, let us begin the analysis. Recently, we have seen that the demand for separate statehood for Ladakh and the surrounding region is growing, and the people of Ladakh is also demanding for the inclusion of Ladakh region in the 6th schedule of the constitution. In this context, this news becomes important for syllabus General Studies paper 2, and under General Studies paper 2, the main syllabus is Indian Constitution and Federalism. And the point of discussion of this topic is going to be the main demands of the people of Ladakh. We will understand what are the people of Ladakh are demanding. Then we will understand the reasons for the demand of separate statehood and the 6th schedule of the Constitution of India for Ladakh. And then we will understand about the 6th schedule of the Constitution and its provisions. And lastly, we will discuss the PYQ which was asked from this topic. So, before we begin the analysis, let us watch a small video clip of the protest that has been going on in the Ladakh region.
हम उम्मीद कर रहे थे कि जिन नेताओं ने हमें यूटी दी है वो हमें संरक्षण भी देंगे, वो हमें लोकतंत्र भी देंगे। अब पता चल रहा है कि ये नहीं हुआ है, तो हम सिर्फ याद दिला रहे हैं, हमारी अभी भी उम्मीद है कि देर है अंधेर नहीं है।
So the video we just saw was about the protest that is going on in the Ladakh region, and the protest is being led by the former Ramon Magsaysay Award winner Sonam Wangchuk, and this is the map of Ladakh region. You can see the places here in Ladakh. So, this is Ladakh region, and if you see the map of Ladakh, this entire region is Ladakh, but this green region, the northern part of this green shaded area is currently occupied by Pakistan, and this is called the Pakistan occupied Kashmir. And currently India is in the occupation of this much of region only, and this is the present map of Ladakh, and this is Jammu and Kashmir. Again, in the east, in the western part of Jammu and Kashmir, there is Pakistan occupied Kashmir. This green shaded region is Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and the places that is important in Ladakh region is Leh. This is Leh. Here is Nubra Valley. Here is NJ 9842 point, and here is Dipsang Valley. Somewhere here, this is Dipsang Valley, and there is Karakoram Pass, which is located in the Tri-Junction region, and there is Siachen Glacier here, and there is 𝐶𝐿 Valley. This is very important location. This is 𝐶𝐿 Valley, and this 𝐶𝐿 Valley was also part of India before 1962, but this has been currently in occupation of China, and this 𝐶𝐿 Valley was ceded to China by Pakistan. And there are other important locations in Ladakh. For example, Pangong So is one of them, Shok is another, there is Galwan Valley here, this is also important location. So, you have to know the important locations that are present in Ladakh region, and you also need to know the places where they are located. Sometimes in UPSC, you might be asked question like arrange the following places which are located in Ladakh from north to south, east to west, etc. So, you have to know the exact location of these places. So, 𝐒𝐡𝐮 was also part of India before 1962. During the 1962 war of India and China, the 𝐒𝐡𝐮 was ceded by China. So, 𝐒𝐡𝐮 is currently in the control of China, and 𝐒𝐡𝐮 is separated by Ladakh by line of actual control, and the line of control is the border between the Jammu and Kashmir and Pakistan, that is Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So, this is the basic map of Ladakh, and you need to know all the places that are located in Ladakh. So, here is Demchok as well. Demchok is also important place, and somewhere here there is Pangong So Lake as well. Okay, so we just discussed about Pangongsu. These are all important places in news which are in Ladakh. You need to know about the maps of Ladakh as well. Now, let us understand what are the main demands of the people of Ladakh. There are mainly two bodies which are spearheading the movement in Ladakh, and the bodies are Apex Body of Leh, which is ABL, and another one is Kargil Democratic Alliance, KDA. So, these are the two bodies which are demanding for the separate statehood and inclusion of these regions in the 6th schedule of constitution. The main demands of these bodies are the statehood for Ladakh, and another one is safeguards under the 6th schedule of the constitution. The next is reservation for jobs for youth of Ladakh in central government, and the last demand that the people of Ladakh is demanding is protections like Article 370 and 35A. So, these are the main demands of the people of Ladakh. Now, let us understand why the people of Ladakh are demanding these things for them. With the bifurcation of Jammu and Kashmir, the Article 370 was also abrogated, and another article which provides for the protection for lands of the people of Jammu and Kashmir, which is Article 35A, was also abrogated. So, this abrogation of Article 370 and Article 35A led to the feeling of insecurity amongst the people of Ladakh. They felt that big businesses and conglomerates are coming to their region. So, for that reason, people of Ladakh is again demanding for the similar kind of protections which are provided by the Article 35A and Article 370 of the Constitution of India, which have already been abrogated. Now, the reason why the people of Ladakh is demanding for the inclusion of Ladakh region in the 6th schedule of Constitution is that National Commission of Scheduled Tribes in 2019 had recommended that the Ladakh should be included in the 6th schedule of the Constitution, because they felt that more than 97% of the people living in Ladakh are scheduled tribe. So, for that reason they should be included in the 6th schedule of the constitution. So, that was recommended by the National Commission for the Scheduled Tribes. But there is counter argument as well. The Ministry of Home Affairs has said that the inclusion of Ladakh in 6th schedule of the Constitution of India is difficult, because Constitution of India specifically mentions that the 6th schedule of Constitution of India is for the northeastern regions only. So, inclusion of Ladakh in 6th schedule becomes difficult. So, that is the argument of Ministry of Home Affairs. Now, let us know more about the demands of the people, and also let us know more about the 6th schedule of the Constitution and its provisions. So, 6 scheduled areas are the areas located mainly in northeast India, and these areas have been provided with special provisions for the administration of tribal regions, and these areas are mainly located in 4 states, which are Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. And the provision of 6th schedule of the Constitution has been provided in Article 244 of the Constitution of India. 5th scheduled areas and 6th scheduled areas are 2 of the schedules of the 12 schedules of the Constitution of India, where the special provisions have been made for the protection of the tribal culture and tribal areas, and these are located mostly in the tribal dominant regions. 5th scheduled areas relates to the governance of tribal regions outside northeast India, and 6th scheduled areas are mostly located in northeastern states. There are many bodies which have been created under the 6th schedule of the Constitution of India, and the first body is the Autonomous District Councils, which is ADCs, and ADCs has been created under Article 244 of the Constitution of India, and Autonomous District Councils have been provided with legislative, judicial and administrative powers. And apart from Autonomous District Councils, there are autonomous districts in 6 scheduled areas, and the governor has power to organize and reorganize the autonomous districts in 6 scheduled areas. One of the special features of the autonomous districts is that the law of the parliament and the law of the state legislature do not automatically apply to the 6 scheduled areas or the autonomous districts. The law made by the state legislature and the parliament applies only after the special modifications and the changes which is made by the district councils or the governor. So, this is one of the important point that we should know about the autonomous districts. And another body that has been created under the 6 scheduled areas are the district councils. So, district councils have been constituted in the each autonomous districts, and there are 30 members in district councils, and 4 of them are nominated by the governor and 26 of them are elected for term of 5 years, and the election is done within the district areas, which is autonomous district areas, and the election is done under the universal adult franchise. So, these are the important provisions of the 6th schedule of India, and you should remember these facts for UPSC prelims and mains. In UPSC prelims, the specific questions like how many elected members are there in the district council are asked, and for UPSC mains, what are the provisions of the 6 scheduled areas can be asked. You should know about the provisions, different bodies that has been created under the 6th schedule of the constitution. So, these are the important points about the 6th schedule of the constitution. Now, let us know about the powers that has been given to the district council under the 6th schedule of the constitution of India. As we just discussed, there have been different powers that have been accorded to the district council in the 6 scheduled areas, and the powers are legislative power, judicial powers, administrative powers and financial powers. And under legislative powers, district councils can make laws into different matters such as the land, forests, canal water, shifting cultivation, village administration, the inheritance of property, marriage and divorce, social customs and so on. So, these are the legislative powers of the district councils, but one must remember one fact that this legislative power of district council is subject to the assent of the governor. So, laws made by the district council in these matters cannot be applied to these regions without the assent of the governor. So, this is an important point you should remember. Another power that the district council have is the judicial power, and under judicial powers the district councils can constitute the village councils and the courts for trial of suits for cases between the tribes. So, the cases between the tribes can be resolved by the district council and the courts for trial which have been created by the district councils. So, these are the judicial powers of the district council, and another power is administrative power. Under administrative power, the district council can establish, construct or manage the primary schools, dispensaries, markets, ferries, fisheries, roads and so on in the district. So, the power of administration is also there for the district council. So, these are the powers we just read, and apart from legislative, judicial and administrative powers, the district councils also have financial powers, and under financial powers the district councils is empowered to assess and collect land revenue and to impose certain specified taxes. So, district councils can impose taxes and they can also collect the land revenues. So, these are the powers that has been given to the district councils. So, these were the powers that has been given to the district council under the 6th schedule of the constitution of India. Now, let us look at the previous year's questions that has been asked from this topic. And in the year 2015, UPSC Civil Services asked a question related to the 5th schedule and 6th schedule of the constitution, and the question was the provision in the 5th schedule and 6th schedule in the constitution of India was made in order to. So, this question basically asks about the purpose of 5th schedule and the 6th schedule of the constitution of India. So, you can easily answer this question by looking at the options. The second question was, under which schedule of the constitution of India can the transfer of land to the private parties for mining to be declared null and void? So, under which schedule of the constitution of India the transfer of land to the private parties can be declared to be null and void? So, this is the question related to the 5th schedule and 6th schedule as we just discussed, and you can easily eliminate options from here, not 3rd schedule, not 9th schedule, not 12th schedule. So, answer is easily the 5th schedule. So, these types of easy questions are asked in UPSC exam. So, you should not miss this type of questions in UPSC. So, comment the answer of first question in the comment section. Now, let us move into another topic. Uniform Civil Code draft bill has been recently approved by the cabinet of Uttarakhand, and this committee was headed by the former judge of the Supreme Court, Ranjana Prakash Desai. And in this context, this news becomes important for General Studies paper 2, Federalism and DPSP in the Constitution of India. In this context, this news becomes important for General Studies paper 2, that is Federalism and DPSP. And in this analysis, we will discuss the important highlights of the draft bill, then we will understand what is Uniform Civil Code, then we will understand what is the stands of Supreme Court of India and the Law Commission of India regarding this bill. So, let us go into details of this news. Uniform Civil Code in India is provided in Article 44 of the Constitution of India, and Article 44 of Constitution of India states that states should try to establish a uniform civil code for all citizens throughout the India. So, this is the exact word that has been written in the Article 44, and the Uniform Civil Code would basically mean that there will be a single personal law for all religions and all the citizens of India. So, there will be no Muslim personal law, there will be no Hindu Marriage Act or the Special Marriage Acts etc. in India to govern the particular religion only. So, there will be a single personal law for all religions in India after the Uniform Civil Code has been implemented. And we should remember one fact that Goa is the only state where there is Uniform Civil Code following the Portuguese Civil Code of 1867, because Goa was former colony of Portugal. So, this is the reason why Goa still has the Uniform Civil Code throughout the state. Now, let us look more into details about this topic. So far as the stand of Supreme Court of India is concerned about the Uniform Civil Code, Supreme Court in Sahabano case and in Sarala Mudgal case has spoken for the Uniform Civil Code in India. So, Supreme Court basically wants India to have a Uniform Civil Code throughout India, but the 21st Law Commission headed by the former Supreme Court Judge the Balbir Singh Chauhan has observed that the formulation of Uniform Civil Code in India is neither desirable nor necessary for India. So, basically Supreme Court of India wants India to have Uniform Civil Code, and Law Commission of India says that India is not ready for the Uniform Civil Code in India. So, these are the stands of the Supreme Court of India and Law Commission of India. What is your opinion about the Uniform Civil Code in India? Comment your opinion in the comment section. Now, let us move into another news for today. Recently, in the interim budget of 2024, the Finance Minister has made the proposals for the Blue Economy 2.0, and in this context, this news becomes important for General Studies paper 3, and under General Studies paper, this news is relevant for environment and ecology and economy. In this news analysis, we will understand the budget proposals that has been made regarding the Blue Economy 2.0, then we will understand about the Blue Economy in particular, what is Blue Economy, and then we will understand the significance of Blue Economy for India, and we will understand the government initiatives that has been taken in this regard. So, without further delay, let us begin the analysis of this news. The first proposal that the Finance Minister has made regarding the Blue Economy 2.0 is restoration and adaptation. The second proposal made by the Government of India is related to the integrated aqua parks. So, Government of India has planned to open 5 integrated parks in India to boost the aquaculture and mariculture productivity in India. So, 5 integrated aqua parks would be established in India in lines of mega food parks in India. The third budget proposal given by the Finance Minister relates to the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, and the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana would be enhanced by the Government of India. As per the speech of the Finance Minister, the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana will be intensified to double the exports to rupees 1 lakh crore and to generate 55 lakh employment opportunities. So, these are the main budget proposals of the Finance Minister regarding the Blue Economy 2.0. Now, let us understand what is Blue Economy in Indian context. The Blue Economy refers to the economy that is based on preservation and regeneration of marine environment while sustainably promoting the human growth and development. So, in simple words, the Blue Economy means development of marine environment in sustainable way. So, this is the Blue Economy. The concept of Blue Economy was first highlighted by the Gunter Pauli in his book The Blue Economy 10 Years, 100 Innovations and 100 Million Jobs. So, this is the book which highlighted about the Blue Economy, and he has highlighted these scopes for the Blue Economy. The focus of Blue Economy should be on preserving marine health as much as that would be on the human growth. So, marine health as well as human health would be preserved. Another scope is that boosting marine trade and opportunities. So, marine trades and opportunities should also be boosted. And third scope is that the tourism, renewable energy and the development of the fisheries, etc. So, these are the three scopes that has been quoted by the Gunter Pauli regarding the blue economy in world. So far as the India is concerned, blue economy is very significant for India, because India is surrounded by water in three sides, because India is a peninsular country and the length of coastline of India is 7,500 kilometers, and there are 12 major ports in India and more than 200 minor ports in India, and these major ports and these minor ports can be developed to grow the marine economy in India, and 95% of India's trade happens through maritime route. For this reason, the blue economy is important for transportation in India. India has established many offshore energy plants. For instance, the Ramagundam floating solar power project at Ramagundam in Telangana, Omkareshwar floating solar park which is located in Madhya Pradesh. So, these solar parks can be developed for energy security in India. Since India imports more than 95% of its crude oil for energy, India can produce its own energy from these solar parks, and these solar parks can be located in the offshore regions, which are the rivers and the oceans. So, this is one of the important significance for blue economy in India. Another significance of blue economy in India is aquaculture and marine biodiversity. So, aquaculture, which is the economy of the fishes in the marine environment, can be promoted in India, and the marine biodiversity can be protected using the blue economy, because the marine biodiversity is being affected by the different power plants, different industries that is growing in India, and the oil spills that is happening in the marine regions are also affecting the biodiversity of the ocean regions. So, for that reason, the protection of the biodiversity or the marine diversity, marine biodiversity is important. So, this is one of the significance of blue economy in India. Another significance of blue economy for India is the blue economy vision of India is in synergy with the Sustainable Development Goals of UN, and Sustainable Development Goal 14 talks about the life below water. So, the blue economy vision of India is in synergy with the Sustainable Development Goal 14 of the UN. So, these are the significance of the marine economy for India. The map of 12 major ports in India has been given here. You can see the map here, and there are, for instance, Mumbai, Nhava Sheva, which is also called JNPT, Marmugao, Mangalore, Cochin, Tuticorin, Chennai Port, Ennore Port, Visakhapatnam Port, Paradeep Port, Haldia Port, Kolkata Port. So, these are all important places or the important ports for India, and you should know the location of these ports and south to north arrangement of these ports and where these ports are located for the UPSC prelims perspective. You should know about these places, and UPSC means, and in UPSC means as well, you can draw this map and locate these places in the answer of your answer script. So, this is the important locations of the ports in India. The government of India has taken various initiatives to promote the blue economy in India: Deep Ocean Mission, Indian Norway Task Force for Blue Economy for Sustainable Development, Sagarmala Project, 𝐒𝐴 Project, Integrated Coastal Zone Management Project, which is ICZM, National Fisheries Policies, and NAVIC are some of the projects that the government of India has taken to promote the blue economy in India. So, the government of India's vision regarding the blue economy is very clear, and India is very committed towards the SDG 14 of United Nations. So, these are the important steps that the government of India has taken to promote the blue economy in India. Recently, 𝐂𝐤𝐿O India Youth Games has started in Tamil Nadu, and for this reason, this 𝐂𝐤𝐿O India Youth Games becomes important for UPSC exams perspective, and this topic is particularly important for facts for prelims. In this analysis, we will understand about the 6th edition of 𝐂𝐤𝐿O India Youth Games. We will understand about the 𝐂𝐤𝐿O India Youth Games of India. So, before we begin the analysis, let us see the UPSC PYQ which was asked from this topic, so that we will understand the importance of this topic. So, this is the UPSC PYQ which was asked from this topic. The question was, Consider the following statements in respect to 32nd Summer Olympics, and this question was asked in UPSC CAC 2021, and the statements are: the official motto of the Olympics is a new world. The sport climbing, surfing, skateboarding, karate and baseball are included in this Olympics. Which of the above statements are correct? So, this question basically asks about the motto of the 32nd Summer Olympic Games and which sports has been added in the 32nd Summer Olympic Games. So, you need to know about the mascots, recent additions that has been made in the new game. So, you have to know all the facts about the sports as well, because UPSC is also asking questions from the sports as well. So, for that reason this 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games becomes important. Now, let us go into details of the 6th 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games 2024. So, as we just discussed, the 6th 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games has kicked off from Tamil Nadu, and this 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games is going to take place in the 4 cities of Tamil Nadu, which are Chennai, Trichy, Madurai and Coimbatore, and squash has been introduced as a debut sport in this 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games. So, squash will be making a debut in this 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games, which is the 6th edition of 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games, and Silambam is the demonstration sport of this 6th 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games, and Silambam is a martial art from the Tamil Nadu. The mascot of this 6th 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Game is 𝐕𝐴_𝐻𝐿𝐴. So, 𝐕𝐴_𝐻𝐿𝐴 is the mascot. You can see the picture of 𝐕𝐴_𝐻𝐿𝐴 here, and those who have read the Tamil Nadu history book, then you will find the mention of Rani Velu Nachiyar in the Tamil Nadu history book. The Rani Velu Nachiyar was the Indian freedom fighter and she fought against the British Empire. So, for this reason the Velu Nachiyar also becomes important. You should know about the Velu Nachiyar. This question might be asked in UPSC prelims in the personalities in news. So, important personalities are also important, freedom fighters for instance. So, these are the important facts from the 6th 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games. Now, let us understand more about the 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games. So, 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games is an annual sport event that is conducted by the Government of India, and this event takes place every year in January and February month, and this initiative was started as per the initiative 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India of Government of India. The previous 5 editions of 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India was held in Delhi, Pune, Guwahati, Panchkula and Bhopal. So, the 6th edition is being held in Tamil Nadu. So, there are 2 categories of 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games. The first category is under 17 school category, and second category is under 21 college students category. One most important fact about 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games is that Maharashtra and Haryana are only states which have won the 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games till today. So, no other states have won the 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games apart from these 2 states. So, these were the important takeaways from the 𝐂𝐤𝐴 India Youth Games, and this was the last topic for today as well. And today also I have come up with an important tip of the day. Now, let us look at what is the tip that I have brought up for you. Every civil services aspirant in India has a dream of becoming a civil servant in India, but the dream does not often get fulfilled. To turn your dreams into reality, you must act. So, the tip of the day for today is the bridge between dreams and reality is action. So, you must act, you must work hard to achieve your dream, to make your dreams into reality. So, the tip of the day is basically hard work. So, hard work always pays off. So, with that tip, I am signing off for today. We will meet again in the next daily news and editorial analysis. Stay tuned. Thank you.